Hi guys, this is Ms. Hong. Today is May 29th, Friday. And you know what? It's the last day of the May. I know 31st is the last day, but next time when I record video or lesson, then it will be June. Oh my goodness, it's almost done. So please cheer up and let's get it. So I checked your Alex assignment yesterday, and you know what? I know some of you didn't complete it, but when I checked that more than half the class already completed the assignments, and class average was, guess what? 100. Yay! I was so proud of you, and keep it up, guys. Okay? And today we will keep going, like solving quadratic equation by factoring. So yesterday it was what? It looks like this, right? Yesterday assignment was we just solved what is that? Already factored, right? So for this, we did this, right? And then you find the solution from it. So make it 0. We call this as 0 product property, and x equals 2, x equals 3, right? And for that one, same thing. There's no parentheses, but it's the same thing. So you divide it like that, and 2x equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0. So from here, x equals 0, x equals 5, right? So we did this one. So that's like how to solve the quadratic equation, right? And before we start today's lesson, let's review factoring. So yesterday we just went over only simple, easy factor skills. So let's go over AC bottoms up. So look at this one, guys. So your A, that is not 1, right? Then you check that's GCF or not. It is not GCF, right? You cannot factor by 3. Then in this case, we need to do AC and bottoms up, right? So I'm going to find my AC. My AC is 3 times by negative 2. So that is negative 6, right? That's my AC. And I'm going to find two numbers. Do you see this minus sign here? So we are looking for difference of two numbers. 1, 6, 2, 3. And difference is what? Difference is 5. Will be 1 and 6, right? 1 and 6 makes difference of 5. Don't choose 2 and 3. That is, your sum is 5, but we have this minus. Do you see it? Minus. So you need to find two number. The difference make 5, right? So anyway, I got 1 and 6. So we do this. Make parentheses and bigger number first, right? Always you put your bigger number first. And I think I need more space for this. And sign. We need to decide sign, right? So first parenthesis has same sign as the middle one. So you put minus for that. And you think about it. Negative number already here. And what sign make it negative, right? What sign make it negative? Then that's supposed to be positive. So that negative, positive, negative, right? So we just put it like that. And numbers are not matching because we need to divide it by 3, right? We didn't divide it by 3 yet. So you divide it by 3, divide it by 3. If you can simplify it, you just leave it like that. If you cannot simplify it, you need to put the bottoms up, right? So that's 2, right? 6 over 3 is 2. And 1 over 3, we cannot simplify it. So you need to put it in front, bottoms up. So will be 3, right? So when you factor, let me rewrite it. So when you factor that one, you get x minus 2 and 3x plus 1, like this. Okay, and look at this one, guys. Your A's negative 2, and look, you can factor by negative 2. Negative 2 was your GCF, and told you, even though, like, what if you have this kind of thing, negative x squared plus 5x plus 6, like something like that. When you get negative sign, right, if your a is negative, then always we need to factor by negative, right? And you need to change all the sign inside of the parentheses, right? So let's look at this. So anyway, for this one, I'm gonna factor by negative 2. So you factor by negative 2, and to get positive 12, we need negative 6, and we need plus 5, right? And then now your a is 1. When you look at the inside of the parentheses only, then your a is 1. So with that one, you break down 5, 1, 5. It was positive, so sum is 6, right? So these are my numbers. So just bring it down. X, 5, X, 1. In the middle, the first parenthesis, same as the middle one, so minus here. But you want to get positive, right? After you multiply, you want to get positive, so that's negative here. Okay, so this is your factored form, right? This is your factored form. So we did this kind of thing, guys. So you will use these skills, all right? You will use all skills you learned so far, and like something more, all right? Okay, so look at this, guys. So solving quadratic equations by factoring. So step one, what do you do first? Arrange equation in standard form. Let me use other color. You need to find standard form, right? Standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, right? You know that. So if you have any like terms, like on the left side or right side or whatever, in different order, we always need to arrange them in order, all right? And then what? Your right side is always 0, okay? Please make it short. Your right side is always 0, okay? That's always 0. And you factor GCF. So always you need to check the GCF, right? If your a is not 1, then you need to check your GCF. And you factor. Use all skill you've learned so far, like AC and bottoms up, factor by GCF and trinomial factoring, right? Or difference of squares. Remember that? A squared minus b squared, a plus b, a minus b, right? Including that one. So you use all skills you learned so far, okay? So after you factor everything, then left side you factor, and the right side you still have equals 0. All right, then you solve each parentheses, then you will get an answer. Okay, so I'm gonna follow these steps, so please note this one on your notebook and use that when you're solving that. So guys, let's look at the problems. So number 1. So I'm not gonna go like so much detail on this case because we already know how to do it. All right, so guys, look, your right side is already 0. X squared minus 9x plus 18. It's already standard form, so nothing to do, right? So all you need to do is just factor the left side. So I'm gonna factor positive 18, and I want to get 9. Then what? I think 6 and 3 works, right? 6 and 3 works. So x 6, x 3, same as in the middle, that's minus, and I want to get positive. This is negative, so I need negative so that I can get positive, right? So that's it. So I factor my left side, and you have equal 0 on the other side. So important thing, guys, we do not put equal sign here, okay? We don't do that. So when you solve the equation, you just like keep writing it. So you have this line and you have this line, like that. You just like keep moving down, but you don't put equal sign here. When we do the factoring, we can do that. This is equal to this, this is equal to this, that is equal to this. But for the equation, you already have equal sign here, so we are not put additional equal sign in front of the equation. All right, so we have this, and then you solve this. Then I told you the shortcut, right? nothing here, it's just simple one, then what do? You just change sign. You just change sign. That's minus 6. So I wrote positive 6. That was minus 3. So I wrote positive 3. That's it. So that's my answer for this question. And I want you to have like, or x equals 3. And let's look at number 2. What is this, guys? It's not trinomial, that's binomial, right? And do you see n squared minus what's 64? 8 squared, right? So I can write it n squared minus 8 squared. And you know how to factor that. That's special case, right? So n plus 8, we can factor that like this, using only base, right? So now you got parentheses equals 0. Right? Then what do? We find 0 from each. So from here I get 8. From here I get negative 8. Right? Then you're done. Ta-da! Right? And also you can put n is equal to 8 or n is equal to negative 8. And number 3. Look at number 3. This one, oh, numbers are big. Right? But we can factor by 6, because 6, 42, 72, it's all multiples of 6. So I'm going to factor by 6. 6 k squared minus 7k plus 1, 2, 12. Right? And then, actually, you can divide it by 6 because this one you have 0 on the other side. So you can do that. But this time I'm going to leave 6 like that. And then we will factor this one, the inside, right? So let me write the parentheses first. And 12. And think about it. 7. How can you get 7? 3 and 4. Because that's sum. 3 and 4 makes 7, right? And k, 4, k, 3 minus, and you want to get plus, so there's another minus, so that you get positive 12, right? So 0, and then when you solve it, because 6, you cannot make it 0, so just ignore. You get k equals 4 or k equals 3, right? And number 4. This is what? Look. My a is not 1, it's 3. 18, 21. You can factor by 3, right? So 3 k squared minus 6 minus 7. So 3 and k, 7 is like 1 and 7 only, right? 1 and 7, 7 is bigger. So 7 here. And k plus 1 equals 0. So when you practice more, then you can just do it like this without writing anything. You can just think about it. So mental math, and then you can just write it. When you practice a lot, all right? I've been factoring like 20 years, guys. So that's why I can do this. But if you practice, you can do it too. So k equals 7 or k equals negative 1. So guys, I'm gonna cut this video and I will do how many? 3 more problems. No. 4 more problems on the second video. Okay? See you later.